go, I go, I go, I go. Who's next? Go, 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 go. Who's next? Okay, guys, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but if you haven't already read the title, today we're going to be doing some TikTok hacks, TikTok makeup hacks. Okay, TikTok is a huge platform right now, especially during lockdown. It's been one of the most loved apps, and I mean, you can literally range from doing so many different things, literally thousands and thousands of different ways to do video after video after video. It's quite entertaining. Honestly, I spend way too much time on TikTok than I do creating TikToks. However, I just need to give you guys a hand. Honestly, I don't know how you guys find the time, the patience to film all those little things. Someone please tell me down below, how can I create amazing TikToks? So I was like, listen, I want to partake in this TikTok-ish, but how do I do that without actually doing a TikTok? So what I thought is, I want to make a video using TikTok hacks, okay? So TikTok hacks are literally popular things you'll see on TikToks that are based on makeup, based on, you know, different artists creating different looks. So I've basically come up with 5 of these. It's okay, one of them is 2-in-1, but it's basically 5 different things, and we're gonna do them together and see how it actually turns out in the end, and see how the creation of this, you know, TikTok makeup look turns out. I'm very excited, but I'm also nervous because I mean, I don't want to do the TikTokers disservice, you know, like I want to do the right things.
Moisturize first. Then after moisturizing, take some translucent powder. I usually use the Fit Me one, and I just lightly dab it all over my face, not too much. Then take some setting spray. It could be any setting spray. I usually use the NYX one. After the setting spray, take a primer and just put your primer. Also, wait for the setting spray to dry first. Then just put on your foundation and just see what happens.
So guys, I have some tea here, honestly. First of all, Jackie Ann has been doing this for how long, okay? She's been setting her, she's been putting translucent powder on top of her moisturized skin since like day 635,000 years and 54 months ago, okay?
I heard that it's been used for like a long time, but I just found out about it.
I do this in my makeup routine all the time. However, the part that I don't do is actually set it with a setting spray. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna work out. But honestly speaking, I've been doing part of this makeup hack for some time, so I'm not sure if I'm really impressed with it, but let's see how the setting spray helps this whole process out. Okay, so I like to mix my 2 Makeup Revolution setting powders, or baking powders if you will. Okay, try not to go overboard like me. Try not to be like me and go overboard. So, taking a fluffy brush, I'm just going to set this. I think what this helps with is to just give your skin sort of like a base, and I think what it also does, especially if you use a colored one, a colored translucent powder, it actually helps to act as a foundation, an initial foundation, sort of blurring out your skin and making it more even without you even actually putting on, you know, a foundation on it. And now I'm going to set this, and then let's let it dry up. I don't know about you, but I'm drinking my coffee. Alright, so now we can finally put on our foundation. I must say, I'm really loving how this actually looks. I feel like I won't need to use as much foundation as I usually would. I don't know. It's a slight difference. I think it looks good. It looks good. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You will see right now the biggest trend is the fox eye, okay? That like suctioned I don't even know, like that seductive eye, okay? And it's apparently it's inspired by Bella Hadid, because she always has these sort of like chiseled out eyes. So that's what we're going to try and recreate. But creating the fox eye has two parts to it, because it really entails, you know, you elevating that concealer, but also giving yourself like an inner V shape at the corner of your eyes, just to give your eyes that extreme like. One of my favorite influencers, Mila Child, she does that so great. I'm just gonna do my initial concealer. I do like to just conceal with a color that's closer to my eye shade, just to color correct, since I didn't really color correct before. And I love using the color Cocoa from L'Oreal. So I'm going to just blend this part in. Just leave it in for a bit, okay? You can leave the concealer on for a bit before you blend it out. But because this is just for coverage purposes and not really for shaping or highlighting, then it doesn't really, it's not that imperative that you wait for it to dry before blending out. Really, this is just an extra step to make sure that I have the amount of coverage around my eyes that I desire. I would say don't use a concealer that's too thick for this process, because you want to be able to just layer it, and the layering is really going to just give you that it's going to give you that appeal that you want. And so what we do is just highlight this section here, like so, up to your nose. And you can see it's already making, you know, the appearance of my nose look slightly smaller. So we're not going to drag it in too much into the face, because you'll see we're going to add so much concealer here that it really doesn't like matter. And then I like to go around my mouth and of course my chin area here. So I know that I'm literally just doing sort of like a V shape. Doesn't look like anything, but really it's in the blending that's what's most important. What I'm gonna do is just blend this all out. You know, sometimes when you highlight and conceal, it honestly ends up just all going everywhere, but placement is key. So just make sure that you're not blending too much. This is just a straightforward highlight, guys. It's not the fox eye just yet, but there's a reason, because you want the gradient to build sort of up. You want to concentrate a lot of your highlight in the middle part of your face and less towards the end where it will fade out. Okay, next I'm going to take the color Honey from the L'Oreal Infallible. And what you're going to do is really like lift this eye. Like you want to make sure that your concealer is going up like that. See how it's going to elevate my eye in an extension like that way. If you don't have a gazillion amount of concealer on your face, are you even doing a TikTok? Like, are you really? And then of course down the bridge of my nose, and just a little bit here. So now I'm just gonna blend it all in. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit longer and then blend out the rest of my face first. So here we go with some more blendation. And it's so crazy how TikTok has just honestly taken over social media platforms, and I find them so hilarious. Like, I find TikToks to just honestly be really hilarious. So now for this fox eye. It's not a cat eye, it's a fox eye. There's a difference. So now what we're gonna do is just blend this. Take it up and take it all the way up, like so. So you can see how my eye is just, you know, like going to have that fox eye effect already, which is great. Okay, next I'm going to highlight my face. With TikTok and creating this sort of cat eye, you really need to focus your concealing to a point where it's actually as well dragging out that way. Do you see how my eye is looking like that already? This is really exciting. Really excited. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. And then obviously just set my forehead. I love using a beauty blender to set because I just feel like the skin absorbs everything so much more. Ooh, I actually really like that. I can already see how my eyes are like transitioning to have that sort of... Okay, first of all, guys, I'm loving this fox eye look. Hey, what do you guys think? Tell me in the comment down below. But anyway, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna do my eyebrows and then get back to you guys. To finish off our TikTok trendy makeup hacks. Okay guys, so I'm back. I just quickly did my brows, I contoured, and I did some bronzer, so you can see I'm in all different dimensions. And then I also just quickly set my face a little bit with some chisels, some chops, you know, cut all those parts of my face to accentuate it just a little bit more. I just need to do a bit of color on my eye before I can just snatch that eye. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Morphe Fierce by Fire palette. I'm so excited. This one's a new one for me. You know, if you live in South Africa, you get things 10,000 million gazillion years after it's actually been here. So that's what we're working with right now. So I'm going in with a bit of a brown at the moment. I'm just creating a bit of a contour in my eye. Just to deepen my eye socket a little bit, just to give it more of that, you know, my eye is coming out, but it's snatched, but it's foxy nyana vibes, you know. I wouldn't really worry about eyeshadow too much because with these Insta hacks, I mean, most of them is soft glam. What to do. I'm gonna go in with this bright pink, and just below my crease, just gonna add a bit of that pink. Okay, sort of onto the lid. So you'll see it will sort of melt or blend into this transition color. I'm just gonna add that in. And then I'm gonna go back with my brush into the brown again. And just... So I'm gonna take this flat brush that's already curved. And then I'm just going to define this eye a little bit more so that the orange can actually pop on it. It doesn't have to be completely, doesn't have to be perfect really, it's just to carve out that eye. So taking a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm going in, there is a very bright orangey pink in here. It's sort of a coral. What color is this? Is this pink? Guys, I honestly can't see what color this is. Okay, it looks like a red. So here we go. It's sort of like a corally red, or lumo pink, if you may. So I'm just going to go in with that. It's a really pretty color though, like really pretty. With TikTok, really, I haven't seen a lot of people go crazy color. I'm not doing a soft glam per se, so don't be surprised why I'm going all sparkly eyed, or bright eyed rather. And then I'm gonna go back into that purple that I first did, or the pink rather, and just deepen this under eye. Next, of course, it's not a TikTok if there's no glitter, shimmer, you know, the works. So we're gonna add a pop of glitter onto this beautiful eye. I'm going to put my glitter glue onto my eye. Just that section where we've put the the red color. Oh, that looks so pretty. I like that. The under part of my eyes, I'm gonna go back and just glide that underneath. So I'm just gonna finesse this eye a little bit by blending in the edges so we have a smooth surface. And I took a clean brush and I just dunked it into a very nude eyeshadow. On here it's called Disturb. It's called Disturb in the Morphe palette, yeah? Ooh, this is coming out fire, like honestly speaking. I'm going to take a black liner and just at the edge of my eye add some black to this look in my waterline, just to give it that depth, not all the way in. I'm also going to go in with a very dark brown and then just smudge that into the eye and all along there. So it sort of gives my eye that perception of being sort of like bigger, bolder, whatever you want to call that. Okay guys, next to complete our fox eye is some eyeliner or a wet liner. Now the placement of this is going to be crucial because you want to give your eye that seductive like pull. So what you're going to do is start at the where your eye sort of meets, and I like to just slant it a little bit like so. And of course you've got to be very careful with this or else honestly over. You can breathe, step one, okay? And next I just like to, so what you're gonna do is, what you can start doing is you just so the trick is not to go too high up, but to follow the natural gradient of your eye. And then once you have the line, go into the liner part. That will dictate how thick you want your lash, your wing to be. I don't want it to be too big at the inner part of my eye, so that's why I've literally just come closer to the lash line. I love it. Okay guys, so you can see now my eyes look snatched. I'm happy with it. I'm not gonna like go back and forth into it because honestly that's when you start messing it up. I just go in with a black shadow, just stamp that on so that it continues to define while it's doing its job. I love it. Next I'm just going to add mascara and put a lash. But guys, I am really loving this elongated fox eye look, and we're not even done yet, okay? I'm gonna use these gems over here, and we're going to go we're gonna have some fun with, you know, a little bit of the highlight. It's not a TikTok without an insane amount, and when I say insane, I mean insane amount of highlighter. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with that and just, okay, don't do that, don't do that and use, don't do that and use a lot, like, don't do that. Just make sure that it's nicely blended into your contour. I like the blush directly on my cheeks because I feel like I have really plunky cheeks, but I'll show you what I also do after, just to clean up the look a little bit more. We need to create an even bigger illusion of this fox eye. So what I'm gonna do is take my liner and just extend, and then just go back into that glittery highlight that we used for the eye and just plonk that on here, just to disguise that black line a little bit, but also to give us a continuation of that glitter so it's not hidden. So I'm gonna go back in again with my highlighter and just define that again, because like I said, it's not a TikTok highlighter. It honestly just isn't. Okay guys, so my camera was not filming the whole time I did my lips, so I couldn't show you guys. Basically what I used is a brown liner that I filled in the whole of my lips with, and then I used this number 160. It's called Granite Planet or something, from Estee Lauder. It's quite old, but it does have like nice shimmery glittery effects to it, so that's what I added. And then I also added this Shine Wet Look gloss from Essence, also very pretty. With my finger, I just used some of this Pat McGrath glitter eyeshadow, which came out really bomb, I must say. Okay guys, so this is the final TikTok hack look that I created. TikTok makeup hacks. Okay, so just to recap, I tried out all of the infamous TikTok you know, makeup hacks that I've seen. Some are hacks, some are trends, and I really wanted to see how the end final product would look. I kind of like it. I love the fox eye effect. I think that's very cool. I mean, I'm a glitter head, so I'm always gonna love a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of glitter, a little bit of, you know, whatever, you know, you want to give me that's shiny. I'm here for it. Honestly, I love it. And I'm not sure if I love, if I'm in love with the inner corner thing. I don't know, I just feel like it makes me seem a little bit, you know, weird. I don't know if it's much with like the glittery eye and maybe in a more simple look, I think it would look cooler, or maybe less, you know. But I love how my eye looks super extended there. The translucent powder before foundation, that's something that I normally do anyway, so it was nice. I think that the foundation did come out nice, and not as glittery, and I don't know if I would walk around with this much highlighter on a normal day, but I definitely think if you're trying to get, you know, that look or effect, which most YouTubers are trying to do, then it's perfect. But yeah, I love it. I honestly love everything. I love how it turned out. So you guys let me know in the comments if you like it, if you like these kind of, you know, makeup things that I make, if you like these sort of makeup videos, you know, looking at trends and stuff, because that's at the end of the day what it is, you know. It's nothing more than just what is currently trending in the makeup world. So I just wanted to make it fun, guys. And so if you want to see a sunlight version of this look, you gotta go to my Instagram and check it out. I just posted on there, and you'll see the review of how this TikTok makeup look looks in the sunlight, because as you know, it's not a TikTok if it's not gonna be, you know, blasting in the sunshine. So That's basically what we're trying to achieve here, people. Get with it. So go onto my Instagram, go check out my Insta story, and you'll see the sunlight effect on this look. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching, and if you haven't already done so, please do click on subscribe and support your girl. And beyond that, just getting some really fun makeup tips and content up in here. Also click on the notification bell if you want to get a ring when I have my videos up every Thursday right here on this channel. So thank you guys so much for watching. Love you. Mwah.